You may see a teen struggling to find his way. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we see a teen gaining the confidence and skills to land his first job. Kids today need people to see their potential and help them achieve it. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we do whatever it takes to help kids succeed. Because when we see young people, we see limitless possibilities. Do you? Join us, Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Oh boy.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to Mississippi Live Weather This Morning. I'm meteorologist Maggie McCauley, and this is Maya Joe. She's going to help me talk through the weather headlines. Here's your Maya Minute, your Maya Monday Minute, as she pulls on my hair. She loves my hair, if you haven't noticed already. Here's what you need to know for your day ahead. Thanks for helping me, Maya. Finally, some rain chances returning. I'm talking about rain chances that are already happening right now. So some rain out the door. We'll be tracking those out for you. 90 is going to be sticking around in the forecast, and also more rain as we head later in your week. So that's a look at everything you need to know. Thanks, as always, Maya, for helping me out. Thank you for your addition. That was really good. So Maya, thank you for helping me. I'm going to hand her off. And she's pointing, so she's doing a lot of stuff today. She must be really, really awake. Oh, bless you. Is that it? Okay, that's all she had to add. So thanks as always, Maya, for helping me out. I'm going to hand her off, guys, and then talk about the rest of your forecast for you. As I said, I'm already tracking rain out there this morning. So that's the first thing you need to know before you go anywhere, is that we have some rain ongoing. This is a live look over in Crenshaw, Mississippi. This is northwest Mississippi. We were seeing this camera completely kind of grayed out and seeing some lightning and some rain on the camera. Now a little bit of a different look, but still seeing some rain near this area over in Crenshaw. Temperatures in the 70s there, and that's really the story through your morning ahead. Take a look at Mississippi Live Radar. I'm going to show you this moving before I kind of make it still. We're watching these showers of storms dropping into the area. So a little bit of a different movement than we usually see. They're kind of moving just south and maybe a little bit of west too. So dropping into the area, a few showers and storms that could be on the heavy side of things as well. Here's the still viewed image of that. So here's a look at your live radar of what's ongoing right now. I want to zoom in and kind of show you things that are ongoing and then we'll move on to your future cast. Okay, so here's a look at what's ongoing across the board. Mississippi Live Radar this morning. One thing is we did see a very heavy downpour within the city of Memphis that caused the National Weather Service to issue an aerial flood advisory until 10 a.m. So if you are traveling along those areas, maybe you're going up and down 55, 22, or 72 this morning, traveling into Memphis for work or whatever you have going on, just know they did have that aerial flood advisory because this shower and storm. I'm going to switch this over so I can kind of interact with you. This shower and storm was pretty heavy out there as it made its way through. Then that's still ongoing because they could see a few local roadways have a little bit of flooding on it. But watch as I loop this over. You can see that heavy storm that kind of made its way through as it's crossed across the Mississippi state line into places like South Haven, Olive Branch. It has weakened some Horn Lake as well. So that's some good news. Not near as strong and heavy as it was as it passed through the city of Memphis. Heavy storm we're watching along 72 as we track a little bit off eastward, showing you this around Hopewell, Blackjack as well, into places near Faulkner. Heavy rain, lots of lightning with this shower and storm. As you can see it kind of zooming in, lots of lightning associated with it as well. So this is stretching all the way really from Grand Junction all the way down to close to places like Blue Mountain and Ripley. So heavy rainfall ongoing there. If you're traveling along 72 within this area, you're going to be dealing with some very heavy rain this morning. Zooming out, still tracking some showers near places like Iuka all the way down into places like Belmont as well. So from Iuka to Belmont on 25, you're going to be dealing with rain through that entirety of your drive. Zooming out, kind of show you what's going on more south of northeast Mississippi, a little bit farther south than I was looking, in places near Bruce and Grenada, still dealing with a few showers out there. These are very light in nature, not near as much lightning as those that I was previously tracking. Closer to the Golden Triangle region, they were dealing with some rain up near Starkville into Columbus and West Point. Now that's kind of died out, and we're kind of shifting it near places like Ackerman, Louisville, Noxapater, not dealing with any, but just off to the west, kind of along 14 there, maybe near East Macedonia up into Calvary is where we're looking at that. So that's the rain that's ongoing across the board this morning, showing you that. Again, could be on the heavier side at times, and as it is, we could see some maybe flooding concerns on those local roadways. I want to show you this. This is the heaviest one I'm looking at, again, near places like Ashland along 72. And we could see up to, I think, 3 to 4 inches per hour. So let me see that. Yeah, that's what that's tracking out as. So rainfall rates anywhere between 2 to 4 inches on the heaviest storms. So again, that could lead up to some flooding concerns. So we'll keep our eyes on the heaviest that do occur. But overall, it is needed rainfall. So not complaining here in the weather department about the ongoing rain, right? Let's take a look at the overall picture of what's going on this morning. Here's a look at satellite and radar. Looking across the southeast, we're really the main ones dealing with the rain this morning. So I guess we kind of lucked out because, again, we need it. We're seeing ongoing drought across our area. So showers and storms kind of just falling into North Mississippi this morning. That's going to be the story even as we head into your afternoon as well. As for your next hour by hour, as you head out the door, maybe a little bit later in the day, temperature is going to be on the climb. So even though we're seeing these rain chances, they're not going to be consistent all day long. So temperature still getting into the 80s by 10. Middle 80s by your 11 o'clock hour. Definitely a warm day out there to start off your work week. The showers and storms are going to be consistent throughout your afternoon. I think we could see a little bit of a lull mid-morning to early afternoon, but as we head into those early evening times, those will pick right back up really during those peak heating times of the day. Yet again, seeing showers and storms drop in just like this morning. Moving into your Tuesday, less of a rain chance, but still could see a few showers out there, especially as we head into your afternoon of Wednesday. That's when we'll really see those rain chances peak. As we head Wednesday and on, I think we'll start to dry out, especially as we head Wednesday into Thursday. As for temperatures right now, as you head out the door, definitely warm out there for a majority of us, unless you're seeing that rain-cooled air. If you are, you're in the 60s, like over in Grenada, also Iuka dealing with that, Red Bay as well in the 60s. A majority of us, though, in the 70s, 70 in Bruce, 70 in Water Valley, 73 up into places like Senatobia. As we head over your first 12 hours, you can expect temperatures, as I said, get right back into the 90s today. So another warm afternoon ahead. About a 30 to 40% chance of rain into your afternoon. So if you did get lucky to get under one of those showers and storms, yes, it'll help to cool things off at least for a minute, but the majority of us look to be consistent in the 90s this afternoon. So yeah, another warm day ahead with the temperatures eventually falling into the 80s and 70s as we head into your overnight hours. Coming up next, we're going to be taking it hour by hour. So when can you expect those rain chances to come back in the forecast this afternoon? Of course, I'll have a look at your 7-day forecast and everything you need to know to get you out the door this morning, all coming up right after this.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
March 24th, 2023 was a normal Friday. You know, we knew the weather was not good, but we needed to take shelter, and we didn't have shelter. My husband and almost 2-year-old daughter, Ethan and Riley, they did lose their lives in the storm. We're still recovering from it. We'll always be recovering from it. Matt Lawpon cares about the community. He's not just there to collect a paycheck. I feel like Matt Lawpon has proven himself trustworthy.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggie McAuley.
Hey, Hey, and thanks for tuning in with us and starting your morning with us always here on Mississippi Live Weather this morning. Got my coffee cup ready to go. Hope you have yours. You might even need a couple if you're waking up to showers and storms this morning. I know it's always harder to get out of bed, right, when there's ongoing rain across the area. Giving you an overall picture. I know I've tracked this out a few times if you've been waking up with this, but rain is ongoing this morning across the board. Now, not everybody getting in on it, but those who are could be heavy at times. You can kind of see a few of those popping up into places like Panola County between Senatobia and Panola. Some heavier pockets ongoing this morning, really just south of Crockett on Highway 4 into places like Kings Corner, Cypress Corner as well, getting in on the heavy rainfall. Zooming out, the heaviest I'm looking at in northeast Mississippi is in places like Blackjack, Brody, Wintontown, and then closer to places like Blue Mountain and Ripley. So just west of the city of Ripley, some very heavy ongoing rain that I'm watching right now. Now, I'm not looking at anything severe as of right now, but just some heavy rain. And again, a lot of lightning associated with this as well. Kind of going to show you the overall movement of this. So let's put it into motion. You can see these shower storms just kind of dropping down. And that's kind of been the picture throughout your morning. These have a different movement with them, kind of south and west as they make their way through. So let's go ahead and put a little bit of a track on this since that is so heavy. I'm going to click on this and show you kind of where it's going to be heading. Again, different movement with these. They're not moving too fast either. I'll do about a 25 mile an hour track. So here's a look at where they're going to be over the next few minutes. This heavier pocket that I'm tracking right now near places like Ashland and Ripley as it moves through, it's going to be in places like Concord at 8, Myrtle 8:05, Glenfield 8:08, Baker 8:12 this morning, Union Hill around 8:14, around Poolville 8:21, Fairview around 8:29, Ecru around 8:35. So if this holds on, it's going to be in these places as we head really over the next 20 to 30 minutes. And again, lots of lightning associated with this. Not looking at any ongoing severe weather, but definitely some very heavy rainfall as that makes its way through. So clicking back over to kind of show you an overall view of what we're looking at before we move on to the forecast. That's a look at the heaviest shower storm that again is going on the Mississippi and Tennessee state line. Still dealing with some rain, especially if you live along the Mississippi and Alabama state line as well. I'm looking at rain from Iuka all the way down to Tishomingo and Belmont as well. So some lightning associated with that, especially if you're now south of Tishomingo along 4 from Belmont to Bloody Springs, dealing with some heavy rain as well all the way down to Fairview, and then some spot showers and storms really near places like Bruce and Calhoun City. That's sitting just to the west of you, and then also down into places like Ackerman, Louisville, Itala County, just south and also west of Louisville as well. So that's where I'm looking at the main rain going on this morning. And these have been very spotty in nature, but where they do set up could be heavy at times. So we're keeping an eye on it and continuing to show you it. Live look over in Caledonia, not everybody dealing with rain this morning. As I said, if you're not, you're waking up to look like a lot like this. Lots of clouds in the forecast and temperatures near 70 degrees to start off your Monday morning. Another live look over in Columbus. You can tell they did get some rainfall, some wet roadways out there this morning along 82 West US 45. You can kind of see that rain ongoing or that darker pavement. So rain was ongoing there in Columbus. Overall, not seeing anything ongoing right now though, but make sure to take it slow on the roadways, especially if they're wet this morning. Temperatures in the 70s. As for airport delays, I wanted to show you this, give you a little bit of an update. I usually don't have any update in the morning hours with airport delays. However, looking at ORD, that is the Chicago airport. They had a ground stop. I'm reading this from my phone where I just wanted to know and let y'all know what happened. They had a ground stop at Chicago O'Hare International Airport due to equipment outage. So flights were halted about 30 minutes ago, as I think that was. No, 53 minutes ago. So about an hour ago, those were halted. So if you know anybody that was having maybe a flight over to Chicago or they were headed back here to maybe Memphis International or Jackson and they had a layover there, they did have their flights halted for about an hour. So I'm sure that caused delays. Now looking to be good to go, just seeing some moderate delays probably because of that ground stop. So that's what's going on in your airways this morning. Sticking here in North Mississippi, temperature is going to be rising through the 70s, middle 70s over the 9 o'clock hour. 80s are back as we head mid-morning into your afternoon. And yes, rain chances do stick around as we head throughout your day ahead. As for high temperatures today, just because we're seeing rain chances doesn't mean we're not going to see warm conditions. Again, not everybody's seeing rain all day long. So a lot of it's going to be stuck in the 90s this afternoon, which is above average for this time of year. 94 even Grenada. headed off into the Delta, even in the middle 90s. Low 90s for Bruce, Houston, Tupelo, Amory, 91 in Starkville, 92 in Columbus. So overall, a little bit of a warm day ahead. As we take it hour by hour, you can see a few of these showers and storms just continuing to drop in. They'll continue to have this really odd movement where they're dropping in from the north and moving south and west throughout your day ahead. That's going to be the same story even as we head into your afternoon. I will say models have been pretty consistent with the majority of activity this afternoon actually being off in northwest Mississippi. So if you live from Clarksdale up into places like Senatobia, Tunica, or traveling there, we're likely to see one of those heavier downpours this morning or in this afternoon than the rest of us, but still seeing some, especially along the Mississippi and Tennessee state line as we head later in the evening. So northeast Mississippi, not necessarily out of the count, just a little bit more activity off to our west. As we head into Tuesday, we are keeping rain chances in the forecast, but not as big of a coverage as it was today. So starting off dry on your Tuesday, but seeing showers and storms return into your afternoon. So got any plans Tuesday afternoon, really from 1, 2, 3 o'clock on, starting to see a heavy pockets start to come back in the forecast for northeast Mississippi. So could be impacting your plans if they're going to be outdoors. But again, very quick moving in and out of the areas. They continue to drop in from the north and move off to the south. As for rain totals, how much rain can you expect over the next few days from these showers and storms as they move through? Well, I'll say if you're consistent in getting under a few of these heavier pockets, you could get up to 1/2 of an inch of rainfall. I think that's kind of the max of what we're seeing on rainfall totals. But not everybody getting under one of those consistently, right? So if you don't, you could get a little bit less, maybe 1/4 of an inch of rain. So not looking at a drought buster forecast over the next few days because we're not looking at overall major widespread rainfall like we do need in the area. Here's a look at your rain chances ahead. Again, Monday, larger chance than the rest of the work week. We drop it down to a 20 to 10% chance for Thursday. Pick it back up as we head Friday into the weekend. Now I'm going to be watching this. I'm not necessarily saying we're going to see a washout for Friday night football games, but a little bit better chance of rain coming into the area Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm actually looking for more widespread rain coming into the picture as we head into our next work week. So we'll have to wait around for that chance. As for tropical development, yes, we're finally tracking yet again more development in the tropics. Now, we saw the peak of our season happen about 3 to 4 days ago across the board here in the Atlantic, but still seeing a lot of activity on average as we head over the next month or so. And that is playing itself out, as you can see here, tracking this really cluster of showers and storms coming off the African coastline. It's going to be moving across into that red blob you kind of see there. As it does, it has a really high chance of development over the next 7 days. Now, we tracked one a few weeks ago, and it kind of got limited because of the dust in the atmosphere. Dust has kind of moved off, so I'll be interested to see as this kind of makes its way through if it does develop and become a named storm. If it does, of course, you'll hear it first here on Mississippi Live Weather. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Before I let you go, let me show you this and kind of recap what you can expect over the next few days. 90s on your Monday, 90s on your Tuesday. Again, rain chances stick around for Tuesday afternoon. Low 90s even Wednesday into Thursday. We dry out a little bit midweek before we do bring back our rain chances as we head late week and then into your weekend. Rain chances come right back in the forecast as we head Friday, Saturday, and also into your Sunday. As you can tell, they're also 90s stick around as well. So definitely warm out there over the next 7 days. Let me show you one more look overall at what's going on Mississippi Live radar before I let you go, in case you're just tuning in with us. So here's some showers and storms that are happening across the board. This is ongoing right now, some lightning associated with them as well. As we look farther to the south, it's a little bit more sporadic in nature. So I'm looking at Bruce over into Grenada County, Eupora, Atala County dealing with some rain. But again, just very spotty and very small in nature. The heaviest I'm looking at is actually closer to the Mississippi and Tennessee state line. This just dropped through. So now it's entirely in North Mississippi from Ashland, Ripley, and Blue Mountain. So this is what I'm watching, the heaviest pocket ongoing right now, dumping some heavy rainfall. Main thing we're watching for, honestly, this morning, not necessarily looking at anything severe, but with all the heavy rainfall that's ongoing as it dumps a lot of rain as it moves through, could be dealing with some local roadways having some flooding concerns. So continuing to watch that. If you know you got a lot of rain this morning, just avoid those roadways that you know are easily flooded. But again, this is still the heaviest one I'm tracking out near portions of Ashland, Ripley, and Blue Mountain. So I'm going to give you one more track on that before I let you go this morning, as it's going to continue to make its way to the south. Again, these have a very different movement on it. I'm going to track it all the way into places like Pontotoc. So here's a look at your overall picture of what you can expect this to move into. Old Myrtle at 8:05, Glenfield at 8:06, New Haven also at 8:06, New Albany at 8:09, and the places like Poolville at 8:14, Enterprise 8:15 a.m. Again, that's Enterprise, Mississippi. Bald Hill 8:20 a.m. Fairview at 8:22 a.m. Flatwood at 8:25 a.m. Ecru at 8:28 a.m. And I would expect it near Pontotoc at 8:30 a.m. as well. So as this continues to move through into these areas, if you are in these areas over the next really 30 minutes, not looking at anything severe, but just very heavy rainfall moving into your area. So make sure to have the rain gear handy. Again, that's one last look this morning at your Mississippi Live radar. You can kind of see it there. As always, you can keep up with what's going on radar with the Mississippi Live weather app. Make sure to have that downloaded. We always have our latest forecast on that as well. Make sure to tune in this evening at 5, 6, and 10. Matt and Gabe will be back with everything you need to know and probably tracking out some rain this afternoon as well. So make sure to tune in with them. And as always, tune back in with me on your Tuesday morning at 6:30. Thanks as always for tuning in to Mississippi Live.
Hey, you there! Ever try to do something in under 6 minutes? Anything, like say, grow a beard. I bet you can. At Sweet Pepper's Deli, you get quality food in under 6 minutes. Now how about that? Sweet Pepper's Deli, life is sweet.
Community is the way we find our strength and share our hope. It's the way dinner on the table brings a family closer together. It's the way we make sure his first chapter book is the first step on his path to greatness. It's the way we rally in hard times and rise back up stronger than ever. United is the way we come together so everyone can thrive. Join us at unitedway.org.